Creating animations in After Effects can seem overwhelming, and if you're a beginner, very difficult. Did you know you can create simple animations in the comfort of Premiere Pro? Today I'll be showing you how to create these 2 short animations using basic effects and a great free plugin, Mr. Horse. Before we get started, if you're unfamiliar with Mr. Horse, then please check out my demo video where we go through the effects together and show you ways you can use them in your projects. So we'll head straight into Premiere Pro where we'll start our first animation. We're going to be creating this simple search bar animation that can be used for intros, outros, or simply a cool infographic in an explainer video. We'll begin by selecting the rectangle stroke, trim path 1. Drag the duration out until it reaches around 3 seconds. I wanted my bar to look more modern and sleek, so I've rounded the corners and reduced the stroke width. You can pause here to use the exact settings I've used for my search bar. Now it's time to add our text. Head to text presets and select fade characters separate. This imitates a type-on effect. I scrubbed forward to about 29 frames and added my text. The font I'm using is from the font family Gilroy, set to semi-bold. It will be linked down below if you want to use it too. And finally, we'll add a mouse cursor to tie everything together. Open social media and then universal. You'll see the mouse cursor, drag that onto the timeline at around a second. Now, if you want to apply some movement to all the layers at once, we can highlight them, right click and select nest. At the start of the nested sequence, create a keyframe for scale, then head to the end, increasing the scale to around 120. Highlight these keyframes and select ease in. If we click this arrow, it will open the keyframe editor. We can drag the points to make areas more smooth or adjust the speed. Drag yours so that they replicate something similar to mine. Now we can play this back and we'll have something similar to this. And for our final animation, we'll be creating a cool zoom effect for a logo. Let's start by selecting the circle stroke. I made quite a few adjustments here. The stroke width has been lowered to 10 and the stroke offset at 90, so it rejoins at the top rather than at the side. The duration of my circle is set to around 2 seconds. Now we'll add our logo. Ensure the duration is the same as the circle. For the zoom, I simply added Premiere's built-in Mobius zoom effect. This is added to the start and the end of my logo layer. You should have something like this. Next, we'll nest our layers again so that we can add our final touches. We'll be creating some zoom keyframes again, the first set to 100 and the second at 116. But make sure the last one isn't quite at the end of the layer, but somewhere around here. Now we'll right click and select this. We'll now click the arrow again to edit. You can drag these points until you have something similar to mine. And there you have it. 2 short and easy animations created in Premiere Pro, without having to use After Effects once. If you find these useful and want to up your animation game, then you might want to check out my latest After Effects tutorial. Here we created this 3D neon logo in under 5 minutes. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know in the comments below and any videos you'd like to see in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.